I'm fashioning myself the Emily Post of sidewalk etiquette because the world needs this public service announcement. Hey guys, this week I'm coming to you from Nashville, totally unscripted, with something that I've been thinking a lot about lately. I love living in a city. I like being outside in nature, but part of me, I think, just is a city person. I need to live in a city to feel like I'm thriving, I'm being creative, I'm, surrounded by other minds and that kind of thing. Naturally, in a city, I like to walk most places that I go. Nashville, so far, being here, I've noticed that I am the only person on the sidewalk. And I've always said that happiness is a stretch of vacant sidewalk. To a degree, that's true because of one particular thing, sidewalk etiquette, which nobody knows anything about. But to the other degree, being alone on a sidewalk is sort of sad because it means that everybody's driving everywhere. So I don't know if happiness is a stretch of empty sidewalk is 100% true, because I would prefer that people are walking places, but I want them walking to places properly. For example, say you're driving your car down the road. In the United States of America, what side of the street are you on? Hopefully the right side of the street. If roads are for car traffic, what are sidewalks for? They're for human traffic. Not human trafficking, human traffic. So if your body is a car, why are you hurling it down the left side of the sidewalk? That makes no sense to me. Why doesn't everybody stay to the right side? You have two people going like this, and you don't run into each other. If you're on the left side of the sidewalk and you're walking towards me, what am I supposed to do? I'm gonna keep going further to the right because, you stay to the right. Vehicles stay to the right. My body is a vehicle. I'm staying to the right. If you're walking down the center of the sidewalk, why are you doing that? If you're walking down the right side of the sidewalk, you're doing it right. The second thing is, you shouldn't text and drive. You also shouldn't text and walk. If you need to text, put your body up against a wall or something like that. There's another thing that is horrible on the sidewalk, and I call it the Sex and the City. While the Sex and the City is a great HBO show, it is not great for you and your friends to be walking in a line, sweeping down the sidewalk like this. Why would you walk like this down the sidewalk? What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to separate you four, go in between you guys? Or am I supposed to go onto the road to pass you? I don't know what to do. The other problem with people on the sidewalk is generally they're not paying attention to what they're doing. You should be aware of also what's behind you, because people might want to pass. And if you're sort of snaking your way along the sidewalk, I can't predict where you're going to go, therefore I can't predict what side to pass you on. Generally, you should pass to the left, but if you're not sticking to the right, I don't know where I should go. Where should I go? Let me just walk you through a scenario of what happens when you're texting. So you're walking, you're texting, you're and you sort of every once in a while look up or whatever, and you're typing the wrong things, you're autocorrecting because you're not really paying attention to what you're typing, but you're also not paying attention to your surroundings and where you're putting your body in the universe. And so you're just texting and texting and texting, and eventually you've made it 200 yards without even realizing you've walked that far, and the only reason you're aware that you've gotten that far is because you've just run into somebody. Chapstick break. Oh, another thing. If you're coming out of a restaurant or coming out of an apartment building, if you're entering the sidewalk, why do you just open the door and go? You're just why would you do that? Instead, you should slowly open the door, make sure you're not opening it into any traffic, look both ways like you would before entering an intersection, and then enter the intersection. If more people thought of their bodies as cars, I think there would be a lot fewer sidewalk accidents, because there's a lot of them. Also, bikes. You don't belong on the sidewalk. It's a sidewalk, not a side ride. I'm sorry if you don't feel safe on the streets because of car drivers. If a car is a bike's bully on the street, a bike is a pedestrian's bully on a sidewalk. We don't want bullies. Don't be a bully. If you gotta bring your bike on the sidewalk, walk it, okay? I think it's important that people walk where they want to go. It's good for your body, it's good for the environment, it's good to not just drive quickly past them. It's, living the journey and not the destination. So I'm sort of sad that people don't walk more in Nashville, but I also am really happy that I don't have to deal with so many people not paying attention. This has been a public service announcement. If you'd like to see more videos about sidewalk etiquette, something I'm very passionate about. I would be happy to make more detailed videos in the future about what to do, what not to do, and what to do when you encounter people that are not following the rules on the sidewalk. I've got a lot of tips and strategies that can be helpful. If you'd like to see more like that, comment below. Comment what types of things you've seen on the sidewalk that you'd like to be addressed. I can address these things. But look for next week's video. I'm excited to share with you my time in Nashville. Until then, see you Tuesday.